Hello and welcome to another episode of Big Frog in the Street. Now, I usually like to keep it light, but in light of everything that's been going on, I need to take this opportunity to speak to you about mental illness. In our society, mental illness is stigmatized. It's like something that you don't want people to know that you have. But in my opinion, a lot more people probably have it than you might think. In fact, I have a saying that when it comes to mental illness, it's not a matter of if, but how much. I believe that everybody's touched in some way. Of course, some people have a lot more than others, but I think everybody's got a little bit. I myself suffer from mental issues, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I think if we confront our mental issues head on, we have a lot better chance of doing good with them than if we do the old deny, deny, deny. That never works for anything, except with the police. Then always deny. Now, I'm guessing that some of you are thinking, yeah, you know what? I am a little... And that's okay, man. Just because you're not 100% sane doesn't mean you're going to go light up a school or anything, especially if you take care of it. It just so happens that the hood is full of people with mental illness. Makes sense because many of them are disabled and unable to work, therefore unable to make money. The good thing about that is that the hood is full of places that is willing to help, and most of them are willing to help for free. In Chula Vista, there's a place called South Bay Guidance Center on 3rd Avenue, and you can call them at any time, and they have walk-in hours where you can go and you can talk to somebody and try to deal with whatever it is that you have going on. Some disorders might require medication, other ones just require some talking. Either way, getting an assessment from a professional really can't hurt. In fact, it could help a lot. Right now, our president's on TV talking about crazy people and how they're the ones that are dangerous and not the guns and all that stuff. And as we know, that's BS. The fact is that most mentally ill people are not violent and would never hurt a fly unless they had to. What we really need to do is get rid of the stigma that goes along with mental illness instead of doing what the president's doing, which is jacking up the stigma against mentally ill people instead of other areas that probably deserve some blame as well, right? There are some that would even say, myself included, that Trump probably has some form of mental illness himself. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So if you know deep down that you have some type of mental issues, do what's best for you and do what's best for the rest of the community and talk to somebody. And if you really feel yourself going down a dark path, feeling suicidal, feeling homicidal, there's hotlines for you to call and talk to somebody before anything bad happens. Your mental issues are not a problem until they infringe upon the rights of other people and put other people in harm's way. That's when you've got a big problem. Like a legal problem, like a moral problem, like maybe even a heaven and hell problem, who knows? So before it ever comes to anything like that, please just get your situation under control and we can all have fun with our craziness. Crazy people like myself, and probably like you, make the world go round, keep things interesting. Let's not turn our backs on them, let's not turn our backs on ourselves. Some of the funniest, most creative people that I know are pretty nuts, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Because nothing ever gets crazy good without the crazy part. Just do us all a favor and keep that stuff in check. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Big Frog in the Street. Until the next one, get the best out of your crazy. Don't let your crazy get the best of you. Until the next one, this is Big Frog and I'm out.